If you want to hear God's voice, make space for him to speak. Because this world that we live in is loud. Okay, we got notifications, distractions, opinions from everybody. There's so much going on in the world right now. There's so much going on in our daily lives each and every day. There's so many different distractions, so much loud noise. And then all of that noise, we expect God to shout over it. But one thing that I've learned about God is he doesn't compete. He speaks in a whisper often, and you can't hear, a voice of a whisper in the midst of a whole bunch of chaos. Because, there were seasons in my life where I thought God was just silent to me. But it wasn't that he was silent. God was speaking. Because now that I look back, God was really speaking and he was saying a lot. But I just didn't have the wisdom to recognize his voice. I didn't have a trained ear. I wasn't still long enough. I wanted a voice, but I didn't value the presence. Jesus said in the book of John, "My sheep hear my voice. I know them and they follow me." So what does that mean? That means that he's always speaking, but hearing requires intimacy. That means you have to surround yourself with godly things. That means you have to be in pure relationship with God to be able to hear his voice clearly. I always tell people you need to read the word, get in your word, because the minute I started really getting into my word is when I was able to really discern the voice of God clearer and clearer. Because in the Bible, it says that in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. If you want to hear God's voice, you need to get in God's Word and prayer as well. You need relationship with God. You can't expect to hear the voice of God when your life is filled with voices that sound nothing like him. You got to silence the world and tune in to heaven. So here's the key. Sit in his presence. Get in your word, pray without performing, and stop rushing the silence, because in stillness, God speaks. And trust and believe you will hear God. I also tell people that sometimes God is that voice in you telling you to do something that you really don't want to do, because most of the time when God is speaking, when he's giving you instruction, he's telling you to do the uncomfortable thing that you really don't want to do. God's voice will never go against his word. Remember that as well. Because when you finally recognize his voice, nothing will ever sound the same to you again.